The cold that morning felt alive. It didn't just bite, it listened. Every breath froze midair, hung there for a second, then fell like dust. 15 German women stood motionless in the prison yard, wrapped in threadbare coats, eyes dull and waiting. They had learned not to expect anything good. Every sunrise meant labor, orders, hunger. But that morning, there was no whistle, no shouting, no guards barking commands, just wind howling between the barracks. Then, a voice. "No work today," an American guard called out. The words sliced through the air like something impossible. No one moved. They stared at him, confused, afraid it was a trick. The guard repeated, slower this time. "No work. It's Christmas." The word felt strange in their mouths, like saying the name of someone long dead. None of them dared smile. And yet, in the distance, something drifted through the cold. A smell, at first faint, then unmistakable. Roasted meat, butter, cinnamon. They lifted their heads one by one. It couldn't be, not here, not in this place where kindness had been forgotten. "Do you smell that?" whispered Liesel, the youngest. Her friend Greta shook her head. Don't hope for things, but even she began to walk, drawn toward the impossible. The women crossed the frozen yard, boots crunching in rhythm. Through the mess hall windows, light flickered, golden, alive. When the door opened, the warmth hit like a physical wave. For a moment, every woman froze in the doorway, afraid it would vanish if they stepped closer. Inside, tables, white linen, pine branches tied with red string, candles, real candles, and food. Glorious, steaming, real food. Turkey glazed and golden, potatoes drenched in butter, carrots shining like sugar glass, and pies, apple, pumpkin, cherry, stacked like a dream no one dared to have. No one spoke. The guards didn't smirk or mock. They just watched. Then one nodded gently toward the table. "Go on," he said. "Eat." Hands trembled as plates were filled. The first bite of turkey made one woman gasp. Butter melted across her tongue. Someone dropped their fork. Another started to cry. From the corner, an old record player began to hum, soft jazz, the kind that used to play in cafes before the war swallowed everything. And suddenly, the room broke. Tears everywhere. Quiet, raw, unstoppable. They cried because the food was hot, because the milk was cold, because someone had remembered pine branches and candles. They cried because, for the first time in years, someone had remembered they were human. The young guard who'd called out earlier froze, unsure what to do. The cook placed a hand on his shoulder and whispered, "Let them cry, son. They're just remembering what mercy feels like." When the meal was over, each woman was handed an orange, one perfect glowing orange, bright against the gray of their hands. They held them like treasure, afraid the warmth might disappear if they walked too fast. That night, Elsa, the one who had once been a music teacher, wrote a letter she couldn't send. "They fed us today." They smiled. I almost forgot how to smile back. The food tasted like memory. The air smelled of pine. For one day, we were not prisoners. We were people. And I think I will remember that longer than I remember the war. She placed the letter under her pillow, closed her eyes, and listened to the wind whisper against the window. Somewhere, a woman began to hum a song, soft, fragile, the kind meant for children. The others joined one by one, voices trembling like candlelight. Outside, the world was still frozen. Inside, something had thawed. And for the first time in years, sleep came gently